Snowdrift Books. Late afternoon. The bell above the door jingles as Xavier Reyes, 26, steps inside. Snowdrift Books glows warmly, fairy lights strung across the shelves, the air smelling of cinnamon and old pages. Behind the counter, Kayden Brooks, 24, is shelving new arrivals. Quiet, soft-spoken, sweater slightly too big, long curly hair falling into her eyes. Xavier watches her a little too long before pretending to browse. Mr. Whitelock, an older owner of the store, sits in his chair, intrigued by the boy. Back visiting family, I see, huh, son? Yeah, and maybe pick up some books for the family also. Kayden nearly drops a book. Kayden climbs a stepladder to return a heavy book back on the shelf. Wham! Books come down like an avalanche. Kayden screams and falls conveniently. They stare into each other's eyes for what seems like a lifetime. Kayden. Sorry. Honestly, best shelving I ever seen. Kayden has an embarrassed look on her face. Suddenly, behind one of the bookshelves, Maya whispers to Kayden, "Oh my God, I'm telling everyone." Xavier's house. Xavier returns home to straight chaos. His siblings, 8-year-old Emma and 10-year-old Elijah, meets him at the door, tackling him. Emma, teasing. Did you talk to the bookstore girl? Xavier. What? How do you know about... Mrs. Reyes steps in with hot cocoa. Mrs. Reyes, laughing. I raised very observant children. Leo, 27, older brother, leans against the fridge. Leo. Just ask her out. Worst case, she laughs and you die inside. Giggling. No big deal. Xavier throws a cookie at him. Snowdrift Bookstore, by the bookshelves. The next day, Kayden hides in the shelves, reorganizing romance novels even though she swears she doesn't read that stuff. Maya storms in from the coffee shop next door, wearing a Christmas apron. Maya. Tell me everything. Did Xavier hold you? Did time stop? Did the books whisper destiny? Kayden rolls her eyes but smirks. Please go away. Maya. Absolutely not. The photo. Bookstore counter. Xavier returns, camera around his neck. He places a wrapped book on the counter. Xavier. Thought you might like this one. It's about two people who fall in love in a bookstore. Purely coincidence. Kayden unwraps it, finds a small photo tucked inside. It's her, reading a romance book weeks ago. She blushes so hard she turns into a Christmas ornament. Kayden, you took this? Xavier. I can delete it if it's weird. Kayden shakes her head too quickly. Mr. Whitelock smirks from his chair, pretending not to listen. Mr. Whitelock. Kayden, why don't you take your break? To Xavier. And you, go with her. The girl needs fresh air before she combusts. Kayden sputters. Xavier smiles. Snow falls softly. Kayden stands outside, hugging her coat. Xavier approaches. Xavier. I was wondering, would you like to go to the Christmas market with me tonight? Kayden's breath catches. Kayden. Oh, yes, I'd really like that. Looking him in his eyes, smiling. Behind the window, Maya fist pumps so hard she knocks over a coffee display. The market glows with twinkling lights. Kayden and Xavier wander through stalls, tasting pastries, teasing each other, laughing like they forgot what shyness or heartbreak ever felt like. At a candlemaker's stall, Xavier, choose one. Kayden. For what? Xavier. For your place, so when you light it you think of tonight. Kayden melts internally. They walk slowly, both holding cocoa from a stand. Kayden blows on her drink. Xavier watches her like she's the warmest thing in winter. Kayden. What? Is there something on my face? Xavier. Yeah. Snowflake. Gently brushes it away. Kayden looks ready to ascend to heaven. Xavier hesitates, then pulls out his camera. Xavier. Can I take a picture of you? Kayden freezes. Kayden. Why me? Xavier. Because when I look at you, everything feels softer, like it's finally Christmas. Kayden doesn't answer, but she nods. The camera shutter clicks. Kayden looks amazed by him. Xavier's siblings jump out from behind a tree. Emma. How's the date going? Kayden nearly drops her cocoa. Elijah. Did you kiss yet? Xavier. Elijah. Mrs. Reyes arrives, filming them on her phone. Mrs. Reyes. Oh, don't mind me. Continue. Kayden wants to disappear. Xavier wants to sue his entire family. Later, they find a quiet corner by the huge town Christmas tree. The noise fades. The lights are soft. The world feels still. Kayden. I haven't done something like this in a long time. Xavier. Me neither. I'm glad it was with you. Kayden looks down, shy but glowing. They step beneath a small vendor tent, and there it hangs. Kayden stops. Xavier blushes. Xavier. We don't have to. Kayden leans in, nervous but hopeful. Kayden, I want to. Their kiss is soft, warm, and snow-dusted. They walk down the quiet street, lights glowing on porches. Kayden's shoulder brushes Xavier's. Kayden, thank you for tonight. Xavier, I should be the one thanking you. Kayden slips her glove into Xavier's hand. Xavier looks like Christmas came early. Kayden steps inside, still glowing. She sets down the candle. She looks at the photo Xavier took. She smiles to herself. Then, Maya bursts through the door with popcorn and hot chocolate. Kayden, tell me everything. Kayden laughs, falling onto the couch. The candle flickers warmly. Outside, snow continues to fall. The camera pans to Kayden smiling, softly, like she finally believes she deserves love. Next morning at Snowdrift Books, Kayden arrives early, humming to herself, actually excited for once. Inside, Lila, 20, a new seasonal hire, is already shelving books. Lila, whoa, you're glowing, she gasps. Did you have a date? Kayden trips on her own feet. Kayden, what? No. Lila, sure. Before Kayden can respond, the bell jingles. It's Jordan, 21, Kayden's cousin from out of town, confident, stylish, loud. Jordan. Kayden, you didn't tell me you were seeing someone. Kayden nearly dies. Xavier walks in right as Jordan throws his arms around Kayden. Xavier freezes. Jordan winks at Xavier. Jordan, oh, hey, you must be the guy. Kayden sputters. Xavier panics. Lila smirks. Kayden, he's my cousin. Jordan, sometimes. Kayden, always. We are always cousins. Xavier laughs, awkward but relieved. Kayden and Xavier meet again at the Christmas market. But so does drama. Because Molly, 26, local influencer with 200K followers, corners Xavier with a camera crew. Molly, hey, I want you to shoot my holiday campaign. I'll even promote you. We'll make you a star. Kayden watches from a distance, as Molly throws an arm around Xavier, smiling too brightly, touching his camera. Kayden's stomach drops, Xavier spots her, and Molly steps right into the way. Kayden walks off quietly. Maya, whoa, 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 why are you look like a Victorian widow? Kayden, he's busy, with someone who knows what they're doing. Maya turns toward them and gasps. Maya, oh hell no, she looks like he gets paid to take thirst traps next to fireplaces. Maya slams through the door, coat half on, holding a peppermint latte and pure chaos. Maya, Kayden, you will ask Xavier to go to the gala with you. Kayden, Maya, I can't even order food without apologizing first. Maya, that's exactly why you need a hot date. Lila, 20, bubbly college student, part-time seasonal employee. Jordan, 21, barista, Maya's coworker, sarcastic sweetheart Lila, beams at Kayden. Lila, is it true? You're going to be the face of Snowdrift Books at the gala? Kayden groans. Jordan, pats her shoulder. Congrats, girl. Try not to pass out on stage. Xavier is across the street with his camera, photographing the snowfall. Kayden nervously heads toward him, ready to ask him to be his date, but someone beat him there. Haley, 29, charismatic event coordinator for the winter gala. Haley greets Xavier warmly, shaking his hand. Kayden freezes. Haley. You're the Xavier Reyes? Your winter photography is unbelievable. We'd love to feature some pieces at the gala. Kayden mishears this from a distance. All she sees is Haley laughing and Xavier smiling, Haley putting a hand on Xavier's shoulder. Kayden's heart sinks. Kayden spirals internally. Kayden, in her head. Okay, he already has someone. Of course he does. Look at him. Why would he choose a quiet bookstore hermit? Maya walks up behind her. Maya, why are you making that face? You look like someone just told you Santa isn't real. Kayden, nothing. I'm fine. Totally fine. Perfectly fine. Kayden is absolutely not fine. Snowdrift Books gets busier. The gala is coming. Kayden is stressed and distant. Xavier can't figure out why. Lila whispers to Jordan, Lila. They're totally in love and don't know it yet. Jordan, it's like watching a slow-motion avalanche. Emma and Elijah burst into the bookstore with colorful construction paper. Elijah, we're helping you practice your gala speech. Emma, we made cue cards. Kayden's face pales. The cue cards say things like, don't panic, breathe, smile but not too much, don't pass out again. Kayden sighs. Xavier watches from the door, heart hurting at how stressed Kayden looks. Xavier approaches Kayden. Xavier, hey, are you okay? You've been kinda avoiding me. Kayden forces a smile. Just busy, gala stuff, books, life, breathing, you know. Xavier, Kayden, talk to me. But Kayden remembers Haley's hand on Xavier's shoulder and panics. Kayden, I have to restock the, holiday bookmarks. She flees. Xavier is left confused and hurt. A surprise blizzard hits. Power flickers across the town. Snowdrift Books becomes a warm refuge for shoppers trapped by the weather. Haley helps Kayden calm customers. Maya brings hot cocoa. Mr. Whitelock lights emergency lanterns. Xavier rushes inside to check on Kayden. The storm howls. Xavier. Kayden, please just tell me what's going on. Kayden. Why don't you ask Lila? Xavier blinks. Xavier. Lila? The girl who talks like she invented Christmas? Kayden, blank stare. She was trying to get me to sell prints at the gala. That's it. Kayden turns red. Kayden. Oh. Everyone in the bookstore goes quiet. Leo, Jordan, Mr. Whitelock, Maya, Emma, and Elijah. All staring. Xavier, soft, sincere. Kayden. I've been trying to ask you out for weeks. The room erupts with gasps. Maya squeals. Emma faints dramatically. Kayden's voice is tiny. Kayden. You have? Xavier. Yeah, but you keep running away before I finish my sentences. Kayden covers her face in embarrassment. They step aside near the front window as snow falls softly outside. Kayden's voice trembles. Kayden. I thought you were interested in Lila. Xavier laughs so hard he doubles over. Xavier. Kayden, I'm interested in you. Kayden swallows. Kayden. So, would you maybe want to go to the gala with me? Xavier smiles like Christmas morning. Xavier. I thought you'd never ask. Everyone behind them silently cheers. Even Mr. Whitelock wipes a tear. Kayden's apartment, night gala prep. Kayden stares at herself in the mirror, adjusting her dress for the 5th time. Maya sits on Kayden's bed, rating her outfits, while Haley scrolls through Kayden's closet like a fashion manager. Haley. This outfit says I read books. This one says I am the book. Go with that one, Maya screams. Haley steps to the bathroom to touch up her makeup. Maya. Make sure you look good because Xavier is cute and you need to match his face. Kayden nearly chokes. Haley comes back and bursts in without knocking. Haley. I brought emergency lip balm, breath mints, and a backup tie that screams, I'm in love with a photographer. Kayden groans but can't help smiling. Xavier gets ready in the living room. Leo lounges on the couch eating fudge. Leo. You look like a Hallmark leading man. Stop it. Mrs. Reyes appears, emotional. Mrs. Reyes. Mi amor, He's such a sweet boy. Please don't mess this up. Xavier. Mom, it's just a date. Leo. Sure. And Santa's just a guy with a beard. The town glows with Christmas lights. Snow falls gently. Kayden waits at the corner, heart pounding. Xavier sees her. Stops. His breath catches. Xavier. You look. Wow. Kayden blushes deeply. Kayden, you too. They walk toward the decorated town hall, fingers brushing but not quite holding. Crystal snowflakes hang from the ceiling. A giant town tree glitters in the center. A small stage sits near the front. Photography displays line the walls. A crowd of residents, college students, and holiday tourists fill the room. Lila and Jordan volunteer at the welcome table. Lila whispers to Jordan, "Look at them. They're glowing." Jordan. When the main characters walk in, you feel it. Kayden sees the podium. Freezes. Kayden. I can't do this. I can't speak in front of all these people. Xavier steps closer, gently touching Kayden's arm. Xavier. Look at me. Just look at me. Pretend it's just the two of us in the bookstore. Kayden breathes. The world steadies. Kayden. Stay where I can see you? Xavier. Always. Kayden steps onto the stage. The room falls silent. Kayden trembles but begins. Kayden. Snowdrift Books has always been about stories. Tonight, I realize the town writes its own stories too. Together. And I'm grateful to be even a small part of that. Her voice shakes. She looks at Xavier. Kayden. And some stories surprises you in the best ways. The crowd awes. Maya wipes away a tear dramatically. Xavier smiles, eyes soft. Kayden steps down to applause. Marco, the event coordinator, approaches, flustered and eager. Marco. Xavier, your winter photos look incredible on the walls. Crowd loves them. Kayden turns, confused. One photo stands out, a candid shot of Kayden at the bookstore window, surrounded by snowflakes, unaware she was being photographed. It's breathtaking. Kayden stares at it. Kayden. You took this? Xavier suddenly looks shy. Xavier. Yeah. I kept taking pictures of winter, but you always ended up being the warmest thing in the frame. Kayden's breath catches. Just as the moment deepens, Maya, Leo, Lila, Jordan, Emma, Elijah, Mr. Whitelock, and Mrs. Reyes all descend on them at once. Maya, oh my God, are you two about to kiss? Leo, if you don't kiss him tonight, I'm signing you up for Love Finder Live. Jordan, let them breathe, guys. Emma, kiss Kayden, you coward. The two look at each other and laugh helplessly. The music slows. Lights dim. Snow begins to fall inside the hall. Fake snow machines. Kayden and Xavier step away from the chaos. A sprig of mistletoe hangs conveniently above them. Kayden blushes. Kayden. Mistletoe again. Convenient. Xavier. I'm not complaining. They move closer. Kayden. Xavier. Thank you. For everything. For not giving up on me. Xavier. Never. I've waited a long time for you to look at me the way I look at you. Kayden's smile softens. They lean in and finally kiss. A soft, warm, Christmas-perfect kiss. Behind them, Maya screams. Emma cheers. Mr. Whitelock sobs. Mrs. Reyes claps excitedly. Jordan and Lila record it like proud parents. Xavier rests his forehead against Kayden's. Xavier. So, does this mean you'll go on an actual date with me? One without avalanches, misunderstandings, or 8-year-old hype squads? Kayden laughs. Kayden. Yes, of course. As long as it's with you. Kayden and Xavier walk out hand in hand into the softly falling snow. Christmas lights shimmer. The town glows. Kayden leans into Xavier as they walk home.